Hey, what's good everyone? So good news, I found a shortcut on how to remove spray paint from your rims, from your originally factory painted rims. And not the factory finish, but long story short, the previous owner who I bought off the 300ZX came with a really nice Beam ZEIT wheels. And those Beam ZEITs are actually Yokohama wheels, rims, that were used for test piloting the tires. And right now I think the company is called Advan. So it went from Beam ZEIT into Advan, but anyways, those rims are pretty hefty expensive. Previous owner just did a really bright thing and painted over the factory finish with a spray can. And thankfully he didn't do that with a primer, which is I just don't want to know, I don't even have a word for that. How can you paint a rim without a primer? And just made it a black, not even a gloss finish. But anyways, long story short, this is just horrifying. Good news that it's not primed again. They were originally on this car. And then I got the stock rims that are they actually look good. They are also staggered because they are a turbo version. These ones are also staggered compared to the front wheel. But obviously down the road there's gonna be a complete strip and a complete respray of these rims, because these wheels I'm planning on using sometimes on this car, which is a JZX110 Verossa. And as well as I'm planning on using those rims on the 300ZX sometimes. So there you go, this is the recipe for this procedure. Now all you need is lacquer thinner, some napkins, like a shop rag, a couple of gloves. I would say I just use some random old glove because I'm gonna toss it later since we're dealing with lacquer thinner. And on top of that glove we're putting on a rubber glove. And this is the trick, this is the magic. All you need is those final stripping pads from 3M. Tampons de décapage final, if you want it to be more precise in French. There you go, 2 gloves are on. You're taking this green stripping pad, putting some lacquer thinner on it, and applying it evenly on a couple of spokes. And there you go. Here it comes off really fast. And this is just magic. I think I'm gonna get all the rims done in a matter of hopefully an hour or so. After you applied that pad on, you do the same with the regular shop rag. Clean off all the debris, and look, this is gonna be done pretty quickly. Okay, so again, I'll walk you through the final instructions on the rims. For those stickers on the sides, we're just gonna be using a plastic scraper with no adhesives. Okay, so now you see the stickers are gone. These were my previous attempts on stripping the paint with just this. Obviously it went 1 hour per each beam. Now I'm gonna use this, as I already said. You're gonna have to use 2 hands. One hand you dip lacquer thinner, sort of make it wet a little bit to melt the paint. As soon as you get it on, start slowly taking it off and dab it with the napkin to clean it up a little bit here and there. And there you go. if you have some kind of a complicated wheel with a lot of potholes or something, a lot of holes, and you feel like you're having some lacquer thinner in one of those holes, what you do is just you neutralize it with some water. You spray some water in it, and then again apply the lacquer thinner little by little, and there you go. Easy peasy like this. Comes off pretty quick. Probably half the gallon will work the best for you. Make sure you don't get any of this on the tire, because it will slowly but surely melt it. But yeah, there you go. Another one. Make sure not to rub it in too hard, because you'll start taking off the actual paint of the factory finish. There you go. And just like this, it's all done. So like you see right here, some of the lacquer thinner might have went into the inside of these lug nut holes. So what we do is just spray some water inside. And that will neutralize all the lacquer thinner. There you go, now that it's all clean. This one is the front one, obviously it's also all trashed. But again, the reason for this strip is that I can see the actual OEM color, and you know what? This color does look pretty stealth. I like that it's pretty stealthy looking, meaning that it's just unnoticeable, yet these rims are pretty cool. So yeah, another reason why I go for these rims is that if you look at them, they do look like they are 18-inch when you put them on the car. They actually look pretty big, but the trick is, or not the trick, I would say the feature of those rims is that the design has been put together so well that these are actually 17-inch wheels, and they just look 18-inch for some reason. I don't know why. And if you get one of those rims that are 18, those are beam ZEITs again, they will look as if they're 19-inch wheels. That's some kind of a illusional effect. I'm not sure if it's because of the inside ring, but yeah, another cool feature, especially knowing that these rims are $1,500 a piece back in the day from beam ZEIT, which has now shifted into Advan. Those are Yokohama tires company that would test the tires on the racetracks for Yokohama, and they had an in-house rim building facility, which was beam ZEIT back in the day, and now it's Advan. So that's also pretty interesting to know. Never mind. Actually, this information is a dirty and greasy lie. Apparently, beam is Bridgestone, it's not Yokohama. As you can see, there is this inside circle that makes the rim sort of stand out. I'm not sure how does it work with this optical illusion that those rims do seem as if they are 18, although those are 17. I can actually even give you the dimensions right there. Staggered, nice. Again, the paint is off. The front rims are always going to be more trashed, but again, I did this because I wanted to see the OEM color, and it does look somewhat stealthy, meaning that it just looks like it's not an underdog, but just a really well put together design. You know what this design reminds me of? The old cassette players, the really old cassette players that you had to load the beams. You know what I'm talking about. There is some smudges left. A little bit right here. So what we do is just right now we take a blue shop rag and just wipe it little by little. Maybe I should do some clay barring on them, not sure, but again, look at this. They are trashed. They have to undergo a full rehaul. There you go, the final outcome. Looks not bad. The color does pop, really nice though. Can't wait to throw them on the wheels.
Yeah, it's rewind time.
Can't wait to throw them on the wheels. All you need is lacquer thinner.
You're taking this green stripping pad, putting some lacquer thinner on it, and
Sniffing solvent is not a good thing. And it turns out that it is a relatively common occurrence in people who are seeking to get high.
There you go. Hopefully it was helpful to you. At least it was helpful to me now that I know which the color of those rims was. Pretty much gun gray metallic, which is an original color of the Sakhalin, though I think this one is a little bit of a darker shade, but still looks pretty superior to me. I will take care of the nits and all the dings and dongs next season, completely refurbishing of those wheels. They are actually pretty light too. The rear wheels that are staggered I think is about 7 kilograms, which is really well for the unsprung weight. And anyways, yeah, subscribe to the channel, let me know if that was helpful to you. Ciao.